Good evening, folks. It is it is after 11:30. I've been home since 10:04, but I had to get the kitty cats in their room so I can put them to sleep. Get me something to eat to keep so I wouldn't wake up at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning with my gut going, "Hey, we need food down here." Um, but today was a good day at work. Um, Actually, before work was just work. I have nothing to really talk about work other than it was a good day. Um, Jerry is traveling right now. She is on her way. She's almost to Amarillo, Texas, where they're going to sleep. I am happy that she's coming home. She'll be home sometime tomorrow afternoon, evening. Unfortunately, I have to work, and I'm not going to call out because of them coming home. At least I hope she doesn't want me to. But Lisa will probably spend a day or two recuperating from her traveling, her driving, and then head down to Texas to spend a couple days down there, pick up two of her grandboys. One of them has not been here at all, and the other one only was here once when he was younger. Um, so they're coming up here for. I don't know if they're gonna stay for Christmas or not, or if Lisa plans on taking them down to Texas before Christmas Day. I'm not sure how things are planned out. I just know that she's gonna go down there by this weekend, pick up the boys, come up here, spend at least a week, and then take them back home. Um, if Jerry feels up to it, she might go with Lisa because we don't really like Lisa traveling by herself, even though the route is somewhat familiar. It's just more like one of those safety things. We'd rather have a second party in the car with Lisa so hopefully nothing goes wrong. I think Lisa's got a witch jar for safe travel. I don't remember if she does or not. But it's just the way we are. I mean, it's like Lisa's family, and we'd rather her be safe than sorry. Even though Lisa is capable of taking herself, it's just or being by herself. It's just that hip of hers that we worry about. But we worry about her in general. Period. But I had a medical appointment today. It was well. Let's just put it this way. I got the appointment because my lower lumbar was hurting last week, and then a week ago Sunday, my left foot started giving me problems. Like I had done something when I tripped and fell 2 weeks ago, and it was finally after a week of nothing. It just decided to start up on me. But at the same time, my back pain was gone. But I still went to my doctor's appointment, and he's a new doctor. He was taken over from my old doctor because my old doctor left the area. I think she moved to St. Louis to basically start a family or something like that. I'm not sure the details. I just know what I heard. Um, but I met my new doctor, and well, Jerry had already picked a doctor, and we were both supposed to go to the same doctor. And I went, "Oh, I forgot the name of the doctor." And she goes, "That's all right. As long as you like the doctor you're with, we can always, inform our insurance and they can change it. No problem." I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "Oh, so you got a male doctor?" And I said, "Yeah, he's a male doctor." And I didn't say it to Jerry, but I'll probably talk to her when she gets home. Is I'm kind of glad that I have a male doctor because I don't know for the last God, almost 20 years, maybe. Um, it's always been a woman, a female doctor, which I have no problems with. It's just I'm kind of like uh, I'm supposed to talk to a female doctor about male problems. I feel uncomfortable even talking to my wife about some of my male problems. But okay. So I'm kind of glad that I have a male doctor. So if I need to talk about male issues, um, I have somebody I can talk to. But he was reading some of my old, he was catching up on some of my old records briefly. And he was like, okay, let's talk about something before your foot. I'm like, what could be more important than my foot? It's the reason why it came in. Well, doctor pointed out a few things about my health that I've known for a while. I just didn't know what level my cholesterol levels are, my triglycerides especially. I knew when I got married that they were high because the doctors from New York, when I had a blood test before I went to Vegas to meet Julie for the first time and have my honeymoon, our second honeymoon, something like that, because our honeymoon actually was in Florida. But we had gone out for the night and we had gotten a call while we were out, and there was this like almost panicked voice recording on the answering machine for me from the medical people in New York, saying that if I have this kind of problem or this kind of problem, or, basically they rattled off a list of like severe problems that I could have to go to your local emergency room. And I went, what the is this all about? And it panicked me, it panicked my wife, it panicked my sister-in-law. So the next day I called them up and I said, hey, I got your message last night. Sorry I couldn't call you. I'm currently in Vegas visiting in-laws. And they're like, well, Mr. Henson, your cholesterol level is in the 3,000 range, and we're concerned. And I'm like, what? I didn't think, basically they basically made me felt like I was, I could kick the bucket right there and then because of my cholesterol levels. Well, today I found out my cholesterol level is now in the 1,700 range, which is like, well, I'm not out of the woods, but I'm not lost type situation. And anyhow, my new doctor was like, because of your cholesterol and your history, and most of this is probably genetic, he gave me all the different reasons why my cholesterol is so high, even though I've been like taking all these different medicines for it. And I was like, well, there's not much I can do. I mean, I've practically cut out junk food. I haven't totally cut out soda because I just can't. I'm too addicted to Mountain Dew. But at least I don't drink a 6-pack a day. And that's a 6-pack of 12-ounce bottles. Or a 12-pack of cans within a day. I've cut it down to maybe, a 12-pack. Last time I had a 12-pack of Mountain Dew, it lasted me roughly 3.5 days. And even that's a little much, but at least it's not as bad as it used to be, thanks to Jerry. But now this new doctor was telling me all the issues that could arise because of that cholesterol level, and I went, okay. And he said, what can you suggest? And he goes, well, at this time between your cholesterol level and your age, even though you are in fairly good health, I would suggest he's gonna try to get me in to see a cardiologist, so they can basically do blood draws and tests and whatnot and all that fun stuff. Last time I went to a cardiologist, and they checked me, they did my vitals, they checked me in, did my vitals, and said, okay, we want you to go across the street to this diner and get the greasiest, fattiest, unhealthy breakfast you can think of. And I went, okay, I'll get my normal. And the doctor was like, you're normal? This is back in New York, of course. And I said, yeah, scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, sausage. And he's like, okay, that will do. And of course, this was all back in New York. So after I got done with that breakfast, went back, sat in our waiting room. Most of the people around me were like elderly people, like 60s plus. I was the youngest guy there. I was like maybe 35, 40. Well, their stress test was to put me on a treadmill, hook me up to a machine, put the thingy in my mouth for breathing, and put me on a treadmill and start walking. And I had a nurse standing behind me to keep me from going backwards, which must be a procedure with some of the elderly. But I'm just chugging along. They're like, okay, we just need you to breathe a little bit. I'm like, I am breathing normally. This is how I breathe when I walk. And so they started to do an incline, and they're like, all right, if it's too much, let us know, but keep up your breathing. I'm like, shut up. But I got done with their stress test, and they're going, we can't find anything wrong with you. And I said, well, first off, doc, this is supposed to be a stress test. This is the wrong way to stress me out, because walking, that's how I de-stress. Okay? The only thing stressful about this whole thing is the nurse behind me with her hand on my back telling me to breathe. And then I said to him, if you really want to do a stress test, take all that equipment, let's go down in my car, take a drive. You'll see me freak the frick out. You're a driver, no. Neither drivers stress me out. So I don't know what this cardiologist might do, what kind of stress test they'll do, because if I see a treadmill and he goes, okay, we're going to hook you up to these machines and put you on the treadmill, I'm going to start laughing. I'm mean, like, that's not how you're going to stress me out. You want to stress me out? Let's go for a drive, in a busy city. Then you'll see me stress out. But the doctor was talking about, I see the medication you're on for this, and are you taking all these different meds and pills and whatnot? Yeah. Most of them are like over the counter. Well, I take the fenofibrate for my cholesterol. I also take vitamin E, omega-3 fish oil, and a couple other ones that are good for cholesterol. But the doctor was telling me they've got this new thing where if the cardiologist thinks you need it, you'll have weekly shots. I'll have to come in weekly to get a shot. Like, okay. Of course, one of the things they could do that I've heard about, and they only do it on what they think is severe cases, is they put a scope. They like put an itty bitty scope in your bloodstream or in one of your arteries and check for plaque. And if there is excessive plaque buildup, one, they can't clean it up that way, but two, the shot is supposed to probably help with that. Especially because, between my cholesterol level and my age, according to the doctors, I could have anything from a heart attack, stroke, what do they call it? Embolism? Or not embolism. Basically, the plaque buildup can basically cause a lot of different problems, between pancreas issues to heart issues to extreme high blood pressure, which I don't have, to, blood clotting, all different kinds of problems. And I'm like, okay, I've seen all those problems. One, my dad died because of the diabetes and the blood clots in his leg. Then I've seen don't remember very much, but I know my Aunt Kay, my father's older sister, survived, multiple heart attacks and stents and triple heart bypass and all kinds of different things, to the point where I think before she actually died, she was, I don't know if she was bedridden or what, but she was pretty much in the hospital permanently in a care facility, like a rehab or a cardiac hospital or something like that in California. And I'm like, nope, I don't want to do that. Let's get on the ball and start doing this stuff. So I had basically today, I had the visit with the doctor. The doctor checked my foot. I went in and got x-rays. I have to look at my Mercy portal to see if there's any reports on the x-rays. So I've had fun today. Tomorrow, who knows what tomorrow brings, because doctor could get the results from the lab within 24 to 48 hours, and if it's a situation where I need a cast or anything like that, whether it's a break, a tear, a ligament issue, something that needs to be basically put in some sort of foot restraint so I don't do any further damage. My only concern is, he says, stay off your foot. I'll be like, I can't. I got a job and I can't afford to take time off of work. So we'll see what happens. But anyhow, I'm gonna let you guys go. This is a short video. I've got to go to bed. It's almost midnight here. So I'll see you guys mañana. You know what to do down here. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or comments, put them in the comment box. If you're new to my channel and like hearing my life story and what goes on in my life and what goes through my head, you're more than happy if you want to hit the subscribe button. And once you do that, a bell pops up and you click on that bell and let YouTube know, or YouTube will let you know that I put out a new video. So until next time, see you guys later. Bye.